Hello, welcome to LMU Tri-State News. I'm Ashley Hurley. Thank you for joining us for another edition of local and campus news, sports, and entertainment. Let's get started with this week's top stories. The class of 2014 of the DeBusk College of Osteopathic Medicine celebrated their commencement this past Saturday with over 130 graduates. Dr. Norman Venn, the 2013 and 2014 president of the American Osteopathic Association, served as commencement speaker. LMU DCOM opened its doors in 2007 and has one of the largest medical student enrollments in the state of Tennessee. The majority of osteopathic physicians have entered into a primary care field after their graduation. Approximately 73% of the members will enter fields in family medicine, internal medicine, pediatrics, OBGYN, emergency medicine, osteopathic manipulative medicine, and traditional rotating internships. The members of the 2014 class will be in approximately 101 residency programs in 29 states. Prior to the commencement ceremonies on Saturday, an award ceremony was held on Friday to recognize outstanding performance and leadership in the school. A big congratulations to everyone who participated in the award ceremony and commencement. The 2014 Rojo Fishing Tournament is being called one of the biggest tournaments in nearly 5 decades. At last count on Sunday afternoon, there were over 6,300 tickets purchased. The number is over 1,300 more tickets than the group has ever sold for a tournament in the past. The money from tickets sold is enough to take 210 area children Christmas shopping at the spree held in at the Walmart in Middlesboro. Each child is given $150, with $110 going to clothes and $40 going to toys. The expectation of the group is that they will exceed the 270 children they took on the spree in the 2013 year to expand the cause to help even more children. Members from Rojo want to thank the community for their kindness and generosity to make their efforts easy for the shopping spree in December that will give joy to many deserving children in the area. Bears are active in the Cumberland Gap National Park and in part to the lowest harvest season of food sources, sending them into hibernation. With that, they were not going with a lot of food to keep them full. Those bears are coming out hungry and looking for food. To give us some safety tips on what to do if you encounter a bear, we turn to park rangers with the National Park, Mike Teodorsky and Jenny Beeler.
There's a number of things that we suggest. First of all, don't feed or approach a bear, okay? The next thing is to properly store food, garbage, and recyclables. And so that means, you know, the garbage needs to be in a building, a hard-sided building. Putting a bungee cord on a trash can won't do it. A bear can get into that. And then the other thing, if people that feed birds, if a bear is in your neighborhood, bears will go right for the bird feeder. So don't feed the birds for, you know, the May, June, you know, a couple months here in the spring. And if people have pets and they feed them outside, just put out enough for the pet to eat that day, and you know, don't let it go overnight, because that'll attract bears too. And then with the trash too, if you can, don't put your trash out until the morning that it's actually being picked up. And then kind of the other big thing, grills and smokers, keep them clean. Also keep them in a building if you can. And then for people that live in neighborhoods, if you know a bear is active in your neighborhood, tell your neighbors, because you could do everything right, put everything up correctly, but if your neighbors don't, you're still going to have that bear in your neighborhood.
There's actually several places you can call. Of course, if it's here in the national park, you know, feel free to call. The visitor center is open every day, but our resource management staff, you can call a park ranger. You can even call 911 if it's an issue that you need to resolve quickly. If it's out in the state or out in the county, Kentucky Fish and Wildlife would handle that. But we handle calls like that all the time. We work in close partnership with all of these other agencies. It's not a national park issue. It's not just a Middlesboro or a Pineville or a LMU issue. It's a community issue, and we're all part of our community.
Following up to the story we brought you last week about local farmers, for decades, farmers have been seen throughout the area selling fresh produce and garden supplies. This week, we take a look at the local farmers market just across the street from Lincoln Memorial University, next to First Century Bank and the Harrogate United Methodist Church. Here is what some local farmers at that farmers market have to say about this season and what to expect.
We're here 3 days a week, and by the time we farm, and we're working on the farm 2 days a week and then bringing it back every other day, pretty much keeps us busy. Right now, it's not local because our local stuff's not in, and most of it's coming out of Florida. I've been here 20 years. This is my 20th season.
Off and on, I've been doing this for 20 years. Joe's been doing it, the man who grows everything, he's been doing it for probably about 40 years. He's got 9,000 tomatoes in the ground in the field. He's got greenhouses full. Everything's looking gorgeous.
We don't actually do this farming for him. He has his own crew that does that. We just are here to sell it.
Last year was horrible because of all the rain, but so far this has done really, really well.
The produce is really coming along, especially after the terrible winter that we had. The cold has hurt some plants, but with the use of greenhouses, we're able to keep going and produce plants in time.
Well, this is our first year at this market. When a produce store down the road went out of business or they sold out, we just started to try to pick this place up, and once the plants are gone, we'll be bringing all the produce like everybody else.
In a continuing partnership with Southeast Community College, President B. James Dawson, Dr. Gary Burchett, and Lisa Cox attended a luncheon presented by President of Southeast, Lynn Moore, just last week. The luncheon consisted of brainstorming ways to grow the partnership between the two schools and how both can continue recruiting to local students in the area. A tour was given of the Appalachian Arts Center and Museum before they traveled to the Coal Museum in Benham. They toured the facility, and continuing on the tour of facilities, the college is working to boost interest in the Portal 31, which is a fully simulated coal mine, to give tourists the same experience that miners go through on a daily basis. The simulation lasts approximately 20 minutes and includes a ride through a mine with stories throughout the tour. Parts of the portal are currently under construction, but they plan to reopen and hold a grand reopening in approximately 2 months. Now, coming up after the break, 4 families are getting their property back after a traffic stop solves the burglaries in the area. That story and more right here on LMU Tri-State News.
Efficient, compassionate, and comprehensive health care for you and your family? Visit University Medical Clinic. All providers are faculty members of LMU's DeBus College of Osteopathic Medicine and are board certified in their specialty. Multiple specialties available, including family medicine, pediatrics, OBGYN, and osteopathic manipulative medicine, with locations in Harrogate, Tazewell, and New Tazewell, and most insurance plans accepted. University Medical Clinic is here to serve you. Call 423-869-7193 for an appointment. University Medical Clinic. When you're traveling throughout the Tri-States, stay smart at Holiday Inn Express of Middlesboro. With nearly 60 rooms to choose from, fitness center, full complimentary hot breakfast bar, and seasonal pool, Holiday Inn Express of Middlesboro is all about catering to your travel needs. Our rooms are all equipped with flat screen TV, refrigerator, microwave, and we're conveniently located just seconds from the area's attractions. When you're on the road, stay smart at Holiday Inn Express, located on the Cumberland Gap Parkway, Middlesboro. Make reservations today by calling 606-248-6860.
I will help families adopt children from around the world and in our own backyard.
I am teaching ethics to the next generation of lawyers.
I will make a difference for the underserved of this region.
I will be an advocate for my clients.
As a prosecutor, I fought for those who couldn't speak for themselves.
I'm a lawyer and professor.
I will be a lawyer.
I will be a lawyer.
I will be a lawyer.
If you love your car or truck, let us help you keep it clean at Soapy J. Soapy J's has unlimited wash plans to fit every budget. Try our $5 express wash or one of our 3 monthly wash plans. The Wheel Deal, the Soapy J, or the new Blast Wax. With our monthly wash plans, if you pay with credit card, all you do is pay for the present month and your card will be billed on the first of each month. Don't forget, Soapy J's has free vacuums with any wash. Soapy J's Express Car Wash, open 7 days a week. Let us help keep your car or truck clean at Soapy J. Soapy J's on the Cumberland Gap Parkway, Middlesboro.
A string of burglaries throughout Claiborne County was solved during one traffic stop last Thursday. 2 burglaries occurred Wednesday night when 2 separate homes were burglarized, resulting in thousands of dollars in merchandise being stolen. Thursday, officers with the Claiborne County Sheriff's Office discovered items had been pawned earlier that morning. The items led to officers identifying 2 alleged suspects, 28-year-old Gary Priestley of Union County and 28-year-old Kelly Parkey of Tazewell, who were both seen allegedly signing the pawn slips. Within hours, officers responded to 2 separate burglaries in the Dogwood Heights community. Officers were leaving the scene of the second burglary when a vehicle matching the description of the suspect's vehicle passed them. Officers performed a traffic stop, and with permission to search the vehicle, they discovered several items from the burglaries, including the male suspect wearing one of the victim's tennis shoes. While attempting to book Presley into the Claiborne County Jail, he pushed other inmates out of his way and ran on foot out of the Sallyport toward Cumberland Street. Officers from the Claiborne County Sheriff's Office apprehended Priestley after he tripped. According to officers, he stated the reason that he ran was because he was scared. Priestley is charged with burglary and evading arrest. Parkey is charged with burglary, and both remain in the Claiborne County Jail with no bond. Details into an accident that killed the driver and sent the passenger to the hospital remain under investigation. The accident happened on Cave Springs Road Sunday when the female driver lost control of the car and hit a telephone pole. They were both transported to the Claiborne County Hospital before being flown to the University of Tennessee Medical Center. Several agencies responded to the scene, but the exact cause of the accident remains under investigation. The names of those involved will not be released until the completion of the investigation by the Tennessee Highway Patrol. 2 suspects are in custody related to several thefts at Dollar General stores in the county spanning a 3-month period. Evidence was gathered and warrants were issued by the Claiborne County Sheriff's Office for 22-year-old Ashley Simpson and 29-year-old Larry Bolden. Both are charged with theft over $1,000 and are being held with no bond. If you have information about crime in the area, you are encouraged to contact the Sheriff's Office at 423-626-3385, and all calls will remain confidential. A man involved in an ongoing burglary is still wanted by the Claiborne County Sheriff's Office. 27-year-old Bruce Vaughn is wanted in connection to a burglary in New Tazewell. The property owner reported that a burglary had occurred, which someone forced their way into the construction site, which was still under investigation. An investigation led to the arrest of 2 suspects in suspicion of that crime, and anyone with information leading to Vaughn's whereabouts is urged to contact the Sheriff's Office. Again, that number is 626-3385, and all calls are confidential. A Middlesboro man entered a guilty plea Monday in Bell Circuit Court. 44-year-old James Phelps pled guilty to first-degree fleeing police. He is scheduled to receive his final sentencing on June 2nd with a recommended 5-year sentence in the penitentiary. The report states that Phelps knowingly ran from Middlesboro police officers, creating danger to the officers and others. He was arrested for operating an ATV on a roadway, but due to his plea, that charge was dismissed. And coming up after the break, Adam Plyler gives you a breakdown of sports in the area, including some NASCAR numbers. That's next on LMU Tri-State News.
Whether traveling for business or pleasure, Sleep Inn & Suites of Middlesboro, Kentucky invites you to dream better here. Located at the foothills of the Cumberland Gap, Sleep Inn & Suites offers luxurious rooms equipped with microwave fridge combo, desk, ergonomic chair, wireless internet, and 32-inch flat-screen TV. While staying with us, visit our fitness center, wake up to our complimentary hot breakfast bar, or have a bedtime snack with our fresh-baked cookies. Sleep Inn & Suites, located off Highway 25E, Middlesboro.
The J. Frank White Academy is more than a high school. Your child will have room to grow in mind, body, and spirit. Small, safe learning environments, individualized learning plans, and cutting-edge technology. Every child deserves a quality education in a safe, nurturing environment.
Our college prep program teaches a love of learning, self-discipline, and service to others. The Academy is fully accredited by Advanced Ed. You have a choice at the J. Frank White Academy.
No matter whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, Subway of Harrogate and Middlesboro has your fresh interests at heart. On your way to work, try one of our mouth-watering breakfast sandwich or flatbread omelets. If it's lunch or dinner time, choose from our wide selection of classic, select, or premium sandwiches, all made to your order. If you're serving a crowd, Subway has sandwich platters, giant subs, box lunches, and even cookie platters. Whether it's dine in or carry out, you can eat healthy and eat fresh at Subway. Subway, 362 Catawba Avenue in Harrogate and on the corner of the Village Square Mall, Middlesboro.
It's the Old Town Grill.
The Old Town Grill is a special place where you bring more than family, more than friends. Bring a hearty appetite, because at the Old Town Grill, you'll never walk away hungry. A delicious change from the ordinary. The perfect place to bring the entire family. The best food and plenty of it. Join the fun and treat your appetite to something special.
It's the OTG.
The OTG is the place to be.
Welcome to LMU Tri-State Sports. I'm Adam Plyler. We'll start in the NBA. Looking to avoid a 3-1 game deficit in the Western Conference semifinals, the Los Angeles Clippers fought back from 16 points down on Sunday to even the series at 2 games apiece with a 101-99 win at home against the Oklahoma City Thunder. Riding the wave of former Thunder Darren Collison, who scored 18 points in the final 3 minutes, the Clippers electrified the crowd to force one more game in Los Angeles. Kevin Durant and company look to take the series lead at home Tuesday night, tip-off scheduled for 9:30 p.m. The Indiana Pacers took a stranglehold on their series Sunday night with a 95-92 victory on the road in Washington. Paul George had another big night with 39 points, leading all scorers. The series shifts back to Indiana on Tuesday, where the Pacers will look to end the Wizards' playoff run. Game 5 of the series tips off at 7 p.m. Moving on to NASCAR, the Sprint Cup moved its way to Kansas Speedway for their first ever night race, fighting off some peculiar events. Jeff Gordon found his way into the winner's circle for his 89th career win and his first of 2014. The race started with a 35-minute weather delay with passing thunderstorms and reports of tornadoes in the area. About halfway through the race, the bank of lights lining the outside of the backstretch went dark, just to name a few of the crazy things. Kevin Harvick, Casey Kane, Joey Logano, and Dale Jr. round out the top 5. A notable finish for Danica Patrick. She finished in 7th place, which is a career best. The drivers head to Charlotte next week for the All-Star race. Sprint Cup racing returns on May 25th in Charlotte. In baseball, Aroldis Chapman let the world know he returned to baseball in Sunday's win against the Rockies by hitting 100 miles per hour on the gun during his first save since taking a line drive to the head in spring training earlier this year. Chapman struck out the side in front of his hometown faithful. The Reds won the series by winning Friday's game 4-3, dropping Saturday's game 11-2, and winning Sunday 4-1. The Reds are gearing up to host the San Diego Padres. That series gets underway on Tuesday in Cincinnati. The Atlanta Braves are trying to get back to their winning ways and use a series against the Chicago Cubs to do so. Atlanta swept Chicago in a weekend series, winning Friday 3-2, Saturday 2-0, and winning Sunday 5-2. Aaron Harang picked up the win on Sunday, proving he still has what it takes to be an ace on a winning team. Jason Hayward sealed the deal for the Braves in the bottom of the 7th by crushing a 2-run home run to right field that traveled 413 feet. Atlanta travels across the country to San Francisco Monday to start a series with the Giants. Turning to minor league baseball, the Smokies took advantage of their 5-game homestand last week, going 4-1 over that stretch against the Birmingham Barons. The Smokies are on the road this week and return home Wednesday, May 21st. That's all for sports. After the break, Tiffany Duncan fills you in on the latest movie releases and things to do in the area. That's when you come back on LMU Tri-State News.
Looking for efficient, compassionate, and comprehensive health care for you and your family? Visit University Medical Clinic. All providers are faculty members of LMU's DeBus College of Osteopathic Medicine and are board certified in their specialty. Multiple specialties available, including family medicine, pediatrics, OBGYN, and osteopathic manipulative medicine, with locations in Harrogate, Tazewell, and New Tazewell, and most insurance plans accepted. University Medical Clinic is here to serve you. Call 423-869-7193 for an appointment. University Medical Clinic. When you're traveling throughout the Tri-States, stay smart at Holiday Inn Express of Middlesboro. With nearly 60 rooms to choose from, fitness center, full complimentary hot breakfast bar, and seasonal pool, Holiday Inn Express of Middlesboro is all about catering to your travel needs. Our rooms are all equipped with flat screen TV, refrigerator, microwave, and we're conveniently located just seconds from the area's attractions. When you're on the road, stay smart at Holiday Inn Express, located on the Cumberland Gap Parkway, Middlesboro. Make reservations today by calling 606-248-6860.
I will help families adopt children from around the world and in our own backyard.
I am teaching ethics to the next generation of lawyers.
I will make a difference for the underserved of this region.
I will be an advocate for my clients.
As a prosecutor, I fought for those who couldn't speak for themselves.
I'm a lawyer and professor.
I will be a lawyer.
I will be a lawyer.
I will be a lawyer.
If you love your car or truck, let us help you keep it clean at Soapy J. Soapy J's has unlimited wash plans to fit every budget. Try our $5 express wash or one of our 3 monthly wash plans. The Wheel Deal, the Soapy J, or the new Blast Wax. With our monthly wash plans, if you pay with credit card, all you do is pay for the present month and your card will be billed on the first of each month. Don't forget, Soapy J's has free vacuums with any wash. Soapy J's Express Car Wash, open 7 days a week. Let us help keep your car or truck clean at Soapy J. Soapy J's on the Cumberland Gap Parkway, Middlesboro.
We're going back to 1986 with this week's entertainment fact. Remember the movie Ferris Bueller's Day Off? Well, Charlie Sheen has a brief appearance as a bad boy in the film. How did Sheen prepare for his brief appearance in this hit movie? We'll tell you exactly how at the end of the segment. Turning to happenings in entertainment this week, American Idol has been renewed for another season. This makes the 14th season for the show, despite ratings reaching an all-time low as the season winds up. E! News reports that Idol was at #1 for 8 seasons, but has gradually lost viewers over the past few years. According to Billboard.com, Idol is scheduled to hit 15 cities for auditions starting June 18th. The nearest city for Harrogate performers interested in auditioning as of right now is Nashville, Tennessee on Wednesday, July 30th at the Nashville Municipal Auditorium. Fox News reports that it is uncertain which judges will return, but Ryan Seacrest is in negotiations to return as host. Rebel Wilson will be a Marine, or at least play one. Yes, you heard me right. According to TheWrap.com, the comedian is attached to a remake of Goldie Hawn's 1980 comedy Private Benjamin. The modern-day version will follow a redneck, played by Wilson, and a rich girl who enlists in the Marines to escape their present situations. It's not hard to imagine them in a little over their heads. This is not the only project Wilson is preparing for. She will soon begin working on Pitch Perfect 2 with Anna Kendrick and has signed for a supporting role in Night at the Museum 3. Fred Flintstone and Barney Rubble will be up to their crazy schemes yet again. Warner Brothers is bringing Fred and the gang back in an animated feature film. Will Ferrell and Adam McKay's Gary Sanchez Productions is working on the script. According to TheWrap.com, Warner Brothers has also tag-teamed with WWE Studios, who will co-produce. You will see WWE's presence in the film very well. WWE stars John Cena, CM Punk, and others will join owner Vince McMahon in providing voices. The WWE stars will naturally play bedrock versions of themselves with names such as John Cena Stone, CM Punk Rock, and Vince McMagma. From movies to come to movies now available, in a tale of courage and reconciliation, Godzilla arises to restore balance to the defenseless human race. The story of Godzilla is based on the original story from 1954. Godzilla stars Breaking Bad's Bryan Cranston, Captain America's Elizabeth Olsen, and The Illusionist's Aaron Taylor Johnson. Catch Godzilla in theaters on May 16th. A sports agent who starts out to save his career soon learns a few life lessons in $1 Million Arm. Looking for the next great pitcher for the major leagues, J.B. Bernstein, played by John Hamm, heads to India where he finds 2 promising 18-year-olds. J.B., with the aid of his good friend Brenda, helped these boys adapt to baseball and America. Mad Men's John Hamm, The Internship's Asif Mendeev, and Argo's Alan Arkin star in $1 Million Arm May 16th. There are quite a few options of entertainment throughout the area in the next few weeks. The 8th annual Gathering in the Gap Music Festival is back, and the festival will take place on May 17th in Southwest Virginia Museum Historical State Park. The evening will be packed with performances by Grammy Award winner Rodney Crowell, the Black Lilies, and Dave Edgar and Dario. Get ready to celebrate a rich tradition of old-time Americana and bluegrass music from Southwest Virginia. WWE's Raw will return to Knoxville for the first time in 2 years. The main event will be John Cena versus Bray Wyatt. Expect to see other WWE superstars like Randy Orton, WWE Chief Operating Officer Triple H, and more. WWE Raw will arrive in Knoxville May 26th at Thompson Bowling Arena. Visit KnoxvilleTickets.com for more information. Dolly Parton will be in Knoxville on May 28th. Dolly will be performing a benefit concert at Thompson Bowling Arena for Dolly's Imagination Library and the Robert F. Thomas Foundation. To find out times and to purchase tickets, visit DollyPartonEntertainment.com. Now, has it dawned on you what Charlie Sheen would have done to prepare for his brief appearance? Sheen stayed awake for a solid 48 hours. His goal was to achieve a suitably wasted look for his brief appearance as a drugged-up felon. And there you have it. I'm Tiffany Duncan, keeping you up to date on what's going on in the world of entertainment. And that's going to do it this week for LMU Tri-State News. Thank you for joining us again, and for everyone behind the scenes, I'm Ashley Hurley.